So what's up YouTubers, welcome to another video on the channel. Just chilling with some Outriders. Actually leveled up my Technomancer right now, so this dude is level, I can use all the guns, and he is level 30, and I can run the expedition tier, like tier 13 to 15. Basically I did some tier 13 expeditions right a little bit before explaining this build, and damn, it's fun just going through those, speed running those tier 13 though. On tier 15 expeditions the enemies are kind of bullet sponges, like usually have to shoot a lot of bullets if you haven't broken the game, so to say, because there is a way to break the game, so you can basically one shot everything in this game if you have the right mods and everything and you play it a certain way, I think. But this build is gonna be pretty good for you, both in a good team in tier 15 and very good in like tier 14, and even tier 13 you can speedrun it. The thing I did change, because I did first like a build video, but then I was like, actually this changes a lot the build. If you put in the perk Fortress or the mod on your gun, it's gonna be an insane difference in damage, both in tier 14 and tier 15 I think as well. And also in tier 13 you will basically one shot, two shot people like enemies. And the name of it is Fortress. It's actually on this shotgun from the start. So you have to have a few of these to be able to like dismantle them or make them, yeah, dismantle them, because then you will get this Fortress mod basically, and that will give you 43% damage bonus based on your armor. So if you're already, it's a little bit glitched this thing now. I should have like 194 in firepower and 44 in animal power. And the thing I'm thinking about is switching in this build is basically the gloves. I have something I'm working on here, and it's basically one where I have this one where I have spare mag and I have trick up the sleeve, because blighted rounds, as it's called, is a very OP perk in this game, or on the, not in the game, but in the Technomancer build, so to say. And that mod or perk here will make you be able to use and shoot these blighted rounds for a long period of time, and that's where all the damage is from the Technomancer sometimes, usually. And it's very important to be able to sustain your magazine for a long time. If you want to sustain it for a long time, you should probably run an LMG. I haven't tried that much yet, but if I were to run an LMG with crit damage, I think that would be pretty nice for a build like this, because then you can shoot so much bullets all the time basically. So that's what I'm a little bit tempted to switch out that for those gloves that I fix, so to say, with those two, because you gain an additional magazine, and you also grant you 30% extra bullet in your mag, so you can shoot for a longer period of time. And then if you do a skill or put out the turret, that will increase your duration as well. So yeah. And also I have cooldown reduction on this, which I'm kind of missing in this build I have right now. It takes a little bit too long to get this super perk, so to say. I'm running this gear set, I don't really know why. It's just that when they are frozen I use cold snap, and when they are frozen you do 90% more damage. And actually I'm running cryo turrets now, so every turret I put out there that freezes enemy, I have 90% damage from that as well, on top of the firepower I have. I wonder if I can show you the real firepower. I think you see it in my clip though, with the gameplay as well. I don't think I can fix it here. Maybe if I go to lobby. No. Maybe if I switch out the gun. Let's see. No, it's still bugged. Sometimes it's bugged like that. I don't know why. It's some glitch in the game. It's not 695k. It's like 194 should be the right number there. But that doesn't really matter. It's so weird that it does that. Should I go to the lobby? I want to show you the right number though. I wonder if I can glitch it out if I put in like a different gun or something. Please. Oh, it doesn't let me. This is the wrong number. It shouldn't be that high. So, I don't know. That's so stupid in this game that I can't fix it. Sometimes it's glitch. Usually when you go into the game, it's the right one. It's the right number because then it doesn't glitch out. But the base build, so to say, and death health is also too low. I'm usually at 21k basically, and that's what you should have. So we can take a look a little bit about the skills. This is the guns, as I said, I'm using. These are the 3 gear pieces I'm using for the Borealis Monarch for the Technomancer. So I'm using these 3. I actually got the head in like a expedition here recently. It's really cool. The only problem is I need to find a way to use it in a good sense, because I'm thinking of making a boots with the same abilities in this one, maybe Bloodlust. If I can find boots purple with these 2 mods on, or at least 1, then I can switch out this for this one. The thing with this one is it has splash boost, which is so amazing. It actually hits every enemy on like close to each other when you use your blighted rounds. So you do a lot of damage in like areas stuck together basically, and that will be when you do the cryo turret, they will be close to each other. So it's so important basically. And there is another perk as well that you can use to increase that you never run out of ability to shoot basically. The special rounds, I think it's something with toxic like toxic stuff if you have those turrets, or the perk, and it restores your magazine with like 40% or something. So it's a really OP mod. But these are the ones I'm using right now. As you can see, it's mostly firepower that I'm focusing on, since I want to have a lot of firepower. I love that with this build, since I have like my Pyromancer. I have only like skill based. That's only skill. The firepower isn't even there that much. It's just volcano build. So I usually just use skills to do damage, which is kind of nice too. I'm not gonna lie. And not be able just to have to shoot all the time. This one is more a DPS build in that sense. So it's bonus firepower, and I want more cooldown reduction on this one though. I'm gonna switch out this when I get my gloves, as I showed earlier, like as I showed a little bit more up, a higher value in the firepower. So that's basically how it looks. And now we're gonna take a look at the skills. I don't want to make the video like 30 minutes long, but sometimes people like this, people like watch these videos, like the videos kind of long to get the hang of the build, so to say. What I'm using is Cold Snap, I'm using Cryo Turret, and I'm using Blighted Rounds. Those are the 3 skills I'm using, and for the class we're going all the way with assault weapon damage basically. The thing is, I saw a build that actually you can do as well. If you follow middle tree, you go to the Tech Shaman, and that will be a different build, but it can be very OP with the gear set I have on the Borealis right now. It can be very OP. And it's basically following this tree instead. But this is more focused on toxic and weapon damage, basically. Assault weapon, critical damage, toxic, critical damage, weapon damage, assault damage. So it's a lot about critical damage and assault damage. And the damage in general, I would say. So it's a really nice build. As I said, tier 13, you can basically one-shot people, two-shot enemies, at least the lighter ones. So it's following this. You can see this. You can just take a print screen of it. So that's pretty cool. So that's a skill, that's a class, and that's basically how it looks. I will leave you with some gameplay, of course, as I usually do. I will probably leave you either with a tier 14 or tier 15 expedition, or I will just show a really fun tier 13, a little bit of a speed run, if you want to call it that. I know people speed run tier 15 as well, with some like builds that basically is broken in the game, so to say, where you can one-shot people with the Technomancer. I don't know. I don't think I've had the mods to do that yet, or the builds, or the energy to really look in to get one of those builds, because I think it's more fun to play in a group and have a decent build than to break the game, so to say, one-shot everything. I don't know. But that's how it is, and you will see the gameplay as well. Drop a like and a sub. This is a really awesome build, a really nice build, and as you usually in Outriders, you can build on everything, you can switch out everything. That's what makes this game so freaking amazing. I wish there were more stream support for games like this. This is a stream game. It's not really a stream game, so it's kind of more best to do videos for it. But it's one of the best games so far. With all the bugs, it's still a really good game. Really fun, because you can experiment with so many builds and so many different stuff that it's endless. And I will leave you with the gameplay, as I said. And yeah, drop a sub and a like. I might not talk that much during the gameplay I'm showing, so yes, so I see you in the next video or stream. So yeah, peace out.
Looks like King's fighters have already set up camp.
What? Fucking every shot, dude. What the fuck is this?
There's a sealed gate leading to the monument. Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through. Must be